Yo, what's up everybody? This is Brian from Alabama 365 once again. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to set up your custom domain and custom subdomain and how to get that situated for your website. So to get started, we're going to go to our domain options, which is going to be in our website settings. This little corkscrew icon over here on the left, we click that, and then we're going to click domains. So right here we have the system domain and we have the custom domain. The system domain is the subdomain that your website is hosted on by default, and you can change that by clicking this little corkscrew here and just adding a new subdomain. So we'll put course instead of course 2. Change that. It's going to ask if we were sure. We are sure. So we're going to click yes. And that will change our subdomain. So you want to be careful when you do that because it changes, obviously it changes the URL of your entire website. So all the other pages will have the root domain of, in this case, course.bosscart.io. So that's how you do that. And then if you want to add your own custom domain, which you should be doing, to point to your own .com, we do that by connecting an existing domain with this button here. So we click this, we're going to enter the domain name. So we'll put onlinecourse.com. So this is after you've already purchased your domain name. And there are a couple of registrars that I recommend. I'll put a link in the description and we'll go over a couple of those in this video on how to set those up. But the process is pretty much the same for every single registrar. So we're going to click connect domain, and then it's going to bring up this little alert here, and all this is basically saying to add these two domain records to your DNS settings in whatever registrar that you're using. So in this video we're going to go over Namecheap, we're going to briefly go over GoDaddy, and if your domain is hosted is pointing to a cPanel instance, I'll show you how to do it in cPanel really quickly. So, but basically you're going to have a host name of @ and you're going to have a value of an IP address. It may or may not be this same one, but it's going to be that for, and then you're going to, it is going to be an A record and then a CNAME record. And your CNAME record will have the host of www, and then the value will be the actual custom domain that you set here. So in this first one, we'll go over GoDaddy. So I'm going to pull up a help document here, and this is under your help docs. If you need help with that, we can actually, if you click here in this live chat button, if you have issues, you can just send us a message. But a little cool hack here is if you put domain settings in the message, you click, it'll actually bring up some domain articles, basically based on the keywords that you type in that message. So it just, as you see at the top here, it says how to connect a domain. We can open that. It'll open right here, or we can open it up in a new menu, a new window using this icon here. So I have it opened up. So essentially, for GoDaddy, you're gonna log into your GoDaddy account. You're gonna go to your domains that you purchased, and then you go to the one that you want to have point to your website, and then click the little 3 dots here, and it'll have 2 options. You want to click Manage DNS, and then it's gonna show your records that you have. So you may or may not already have an A record and CNAME record, because those are the 2 that we're going to be adding. But if you do have an A record or a CNAME record, all you'll need to do is click one of the pencil icons and edit the values that they point to. But if not, you're just going to click add, and you're going to choose either A record or CNAME record. So once you click add, it's going to bring up this is going to drop down right underneath it. So first we'll add an A record, so we'll select A record here. The host, if we go back to our settings, the host for the A record is going to be @. So we're going to put an @ sign there. So we're going to put @ here, and then points to, we're going to go back here, and then we're going to add the value It's going to be our IP address. So we're going to add that there, and then we're going to click save. And then we're going to add a CNAME record. So we're going to add a new here. We're going to click here to add new. We're going to select CNAME in the drop down. And then for the host, we're going to put the www. All right, so we're going to put the www here for host. And then for points 2, we're going to put the actual domain name that we set for the custom domain. And then we're going to hit save. So it's going to take about a day. Sometimes it's instant, but it's going to take about a day for it to point. So you can keep checking. You can type in your new domain name and see if it points to your BossCart website. But it usually just takes about an hour at most. So that's how you would do it in GoDaddy. And then for Namecheap, which is the domain registrar that I use for most of my domain names, you're basically going to log into your account and you're going to pull up the list of domain names that you have on your account. And you're going to click manage, and then on the manage screen you're going to click advanced DNS, and it's going to look something like, well, for me, I don't have these records because mine are actually pointed to cPanel. So I have my name servers pointed to cPanel, so I'm not managing my DNS records in my Namecheap account. But if you were, so if you had just bought the domain from Namecheap, you would have some host records here. But this is what it'll look like. It'll look like this right here. So under actions, you'll just add a new record and then follow the same thing. Just say, okay, it's going to be an A record with the host being @ and the value being the IP address that you see there in your account. And then, so this is kind of like what it would look like. You'll see your value will have your IP address, and then under your CNAME record, the host will be a www, and then your actual domain name that you have pointing there will be right here. I have this logo. This is an obnoxious logo over top of this screenshot, but to add a new record, the button is actually going to be down on the bottom left. I think I set up this actions, but the button to add a new record is on the bottom left. It's like on GoDaddy, it's on the bottom right. So that's how you would add it in Namecheap, sorry. And then in cPanel, so when you logged in, you're going to log into your cPanel, and then you're going to go to your zone editor. And then we're going to click that. And then within your zone editor, you're just going to choose the domain that you're going to point to it. And in this example, I've got Alabon Demo, and we're going to add an A record. And I'm going to put, it's going to be @ for the host name, and then the value will be this IP address. So I'm just going to go through it. Let's put alabondemo.com. Okay, so yeah, this is a demo account, so it's not going to work. But that's basically what you would put. And then for your CNAME records, you would put a www and then the domain name. So we're going to put www, then we're going to put alabondemo.com. This won't work because Alabon Demo obviously is not our domain name, but you're going to put your domain name there and add the CNAME record. I'm getting an error because this is a demo account. I should have got a real account, but that's how it will work. So if you go to manage, you'll be able to see the records here. And so this right here, this A record, we would point it to our value, our IP address here, and then the CNAME www, we would point to the actual domain name. So in this case, it's Alabon Demo, but for this example website, it would be onlinecourse.com. So whatever your website name is, it'll be that, because it's basically just forwards www dot. When someone puts that into the address bar, it just forwards it to your domain name. Yeah, so it would be just like that. So that's how you would do it in cPanel. So basically, once this is set up, this will turn green. So you would exit it and come back, and then when it reloads, if you click the corkscrew here, toggle the settings, this will actually turn green, and it will say that it's active. So I didn't do a real example because I didn't think to purchase a test domain real quick to try this, but that's basically what will happen. So from this point on, when you go to onlinecourse.com, it'll forward to your main website, and your URL bar will show the actual custom domain that you had set up. And again, it may take up to 24 hours. Usually it is instant, but you know, just be patient. It won't take that long. So, and if you have any issues, you can always just hit the little chat here, contact support, you know, send us your info, and we'll actually connect it for you. So just to make it, you know, if you don't want to deal with all that, but if you want to handle it for yourself, that's how you would do it. That's how you would connect your domain name using Namecheap, GoDaddy, and cPanel. I'm going to cut this video. I think that covers it. Hopefully that helps. If not, let me know, and or contact support. And until next time, holla.